Old boy here says, gonna be a long goddamn fucking 4 years for you, Bubba. Keep some, I don't know, I threw this comment into my drafts last night. I don't even know what word. I think he said keep crying or something like that, keep whining or something like that. Gonna be a long goddamn fucking 4 years for you, Bubba. I got news for you, Puddin'. It's gonna be a long goddamn fucking 4 years for all of us. We're all in this together. And his policies are going to affect all of us, you included. You included. It's going to be a long goddamn 4 fucking years for people like you because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I was just handed 4 more years of free content. My hope is that the country doesn't collapse as a result of it. But when he puts tariffs in place and we get into a trade war with China and our farming industry craters and our trucking industry craters, you're going to feel it every bit as much as I'm going to feel it. When he starts a trade war with Canada and Canada cuts off our energy supplies to the northern states and takes somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 million barrels of oil a day off the global market, and the price of a barrel of oil spikes and eventually makes its way down to the pump where you're filling up your truck, you're going to feel it every bit as much as I'm going to feel it. When he starts a trade war with Mexico, and all of a sudden we can't get certain things into the country, or if we do get those things into the country, they cost infinitely more. You're going to feel it every bit as much as I'm going to feel it. When he deports millions of undocumented immigrants, and you walk into your local grocery store and go, why the fuck is a tomato $9? You're going to feel it every bit as much as I'm going to feel it. If he decides to go to war with Panama over the Panama Canal and there's backlash towards the United States, you're going to feel it every bit as much as I'm going to feel it. It's going to be a long goddamn 4 fucking years for everybody that lives in this country. Longer for some people. Longer for people in some groups that are going to be more adversely affected by some specific policies of his than others. But we're all going to feel it. We're all going to be suffering as a result of piss poor economic and foreign policies if actually implemented. It's not going to be isolated to the urban areas or the blue counties. As a matter of fact, I would dare argue it's going to affect the rural population probably a smidge more. When you look at a map and you see where the most people who are on social programs, SNAP, welfare, whatever the fuck you want to call it, a lot of urban areas, or a lot of rural areas, I should say there. Yeah, man, it's going to be a long goddamn 4 fucking years for everybody in this country, not just me. Me, I'm going to make money off of it. I have monetized my content. So if my trucking company craters as a result of piss poor policies put in place by Donald Trump that affects the trucking industry as a whole, I've got content. The one thing I can do through all of the social downfall or the economic downfall is talk about it and make money doing it. So I'm going to keep making content. Even if TikTok goes away, I make content and it goes up on YouTube daily. And that's where I get paid. So no matter what he does to the various sectors that could cause somebody like me to lose one of my streams of revenue, or could cause somebody like my wife not to be able to find gainful employment, at least I'll make money talking about it. Why don't you circle back with me in a year and let's compare notes? Let's see if you're feeling the effects of his policies as much as everybody else in this country. It's not just going to be a long 4 years for me, Tiger. It's going to be a long 4 years for all of us.